As you travel from city to city, you continue to meet more and more people. It's people you knew when you're young, but you fell apart and you bump into again and older and you're in two different spaces. Give to you the group Untitled, who will never change, but definitely evolve over time. And have two representatives to get a perspective of the era. Cam B and E. Let's go.
I'm not certain, I've been searching like Roy is trying to find another person inside of me. My truth lied to me, locked out, man, I couldn't find the key. Honestly, doors closed, heaven knows, hell froze, I miss my son so much I can't stand it. I took flight, but it seems that I've landed. So now I'm grounded, been founded in the lost world, lost worlds that amounted to a tragedy. Pay dues, the salary of life in this life. Some things just puzzle me, and I'm missing pieces. Struck my mind, Anthony Peters, under the bridge of my heart where it lives. A passion for this passion as I passionately give me to you.
From the beginning of my life, joy, pain, struggle, and the strife, I'm giving it to you. Every single part of me, listen to a piece of history, I'm giving it to you. My ups, my downs, my highs, my lows, my soul, I'm giving it to you. Yeah, I'm giving it to you. Yeah, I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, I'm just a man, y'all. I'm just a man, y'all. World wanna see a brother stumble, but I stand tall. Stay humble, always knowing that you can fall. Then get up again, the struggle, yo, it never ends. When your time come, only you decide when. The world a piece of paper, life like the pen. I ride where I'm coming from, also where I've been. And I know to share my dreams with you every now and then. For what it's worth, life is priceless, so no, my pockets never hurt. To make a living, we try for that dollar, that's a lie. Build my castles in the sky while I'm on earth. And while I'm on earth, I'm living every day anew. Even in the darkness, my light is shine through. Continue being true while I'm giving me to you. Continue being true while I'm giving me to you.
Eric Reyes. Some friends call me Quinto. Other friends just call me Eric. Man, what I love to do is I love to play the bass, the congas. I love to chop it up on the drums a little bit. I do spoken word. Man, so how I got started is my first instrument was the bass. I got started when I was 8 years old. My dad just said one day, "Hey, you want to learn?" I said, "Yeah, let's go." Around 2002. 2002, I got into playing the congas and percussion, and I've been doing it ever since. That right there is what grabbed me, playing percussion. That was my passion. As soon as I saw it, as soon as I laid my hands on it, that was it. It was done. I also did intermingle the bass because that was always my first love. I'm a sucker for a good bass line. So there you have it. Spoken word. I started doing spoken word about 2 years ago, for real, passionately, and I just found a niche, and I've just been doing it ever since. And it's a way to just let free, man. I just let my soul ride. It's you know, I kind of did a little MCing and rapping and stuff like that, but I felt like spoken word would allow me to be free and say what I had to say without any constraint of time and beats and measures and bars. But it was just something that just allowed me, my mind to just go free, go crazy, and just a way to capture my heart, for people to capture my heart.
Cam B, video director, photographer, artist in general, musician. What got me into it? I think doing music and film and stuff is always a passion of mine that I always had. Really, I've always been interested in since I was a kid, playing with my cousins. I was trying to come up with different songs, make the beats of the Casio. And we got into sampling and doing things like that. Ever since I had an opportunity to get my hands on the camera, I was always trying to make something, make some movie or make a little commercial, something. So it's always something that's been an interest to me.
When we met, so so I was playing with a hip hop band called Untitled. I was playing the congas back with them, and we were at it for a while, and And just one day, you know, Dre, which by the way, you know, I met him, I knew him from school. We probably even met way before that with his family. His family's always been ingrained in the music. But you know, we actually really got to hit it off when we were going to a local college around here. And so he just hit me up one day. He was like, "Man, I heard you play the bass." And I was like, "Yeah." So yo, can you play the bass for a show? I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down." And it just kicked off from there, and the shows kept rolling in, and the camaraderie, the people kept rolling in the house. I mean, we just kept playing shows from there to the Sal Power Company, back to CLC, playing shows over here locally. To the Excalibur, the places didn't stop. We played at I think there was a festival in Chicago in one of the parks over there, and then we went over to the Hard Rock Cafe. I mean, just stuff kept rolling in, and we just the family grew, the camaraderie grew. It was an insane ride for sure.
Origins, more so where people started meeting each other. I'm trying to remember I met you. Like I said, I think it was the church.
Yeah, I think I met you at church. Your dad, Sylvester, played the keyboard, piano at Silent Dove. I think that's where I met you and your brother at church. That's my early recollection of meeting you.
Yeah, and I remember I first bumped into when you was doing the creative thing, first part of your creative thing, as when I was band, when the Untitled was.
Yeah.
I remember coming down. I think I don't know if that was your house or your cousin's house.
Or Jeremy.
When y'all was like in the basement having jam sessions.
Yeah, I think that's when more so I started coming out with creativity when we started doing Untitled. With Jeremy, with Josh, Eric, people from the area. You know, we shot really cool jam sessions down there, record and have different people come through and play with us. And it was a good time, I think. At the time where everybody was creative and we were all young, so we had time and no responsibilities. And it was cool. I enjoyed doing that title, and I think just the conception of that when we first started being in the basement before we even did any shows or anything was a cool time.
So Untitled, man, Untitled was a seriously dope, fun, hardworking, no sleep run. Man, I think I remember my first show with Untitled. We went out to Chicago Heights. We must have drove like 2 hours south, and I think the name of the place was Example House. It was packed, and I think that was my first show with Untitled, and ever since then I was hooked. And just the doors that opened up with being in that band. Mind you, Untitled was a hip hop. It was a gospel hip hop band, but it was just like, I don't know, man. We just loved music. We loved music, and so we did not allow. I think one of the reasons why the name was Untitled is because we didn't allow the genre to hold us back. We really tapped into a lot of like reggae, rock, hip hop, soul, funk. Jazz, all kind. We displayed all side. We displayed all kinds of music in the run that we had. And it was just a passion, just a passion to be creative. We were able to go to all kinds of places. We even went out to Austin, Texas, and played at a festival out there, which was absolutely amazing. We played at the Metro, the Double Doors, the Funky Buddha, the Note. We went out to Austin, Texas. Just the places that we went to, and these are historic places in music across Chicago that we were able to go. A few of the band members even went out to Africa and shot one of our videos in Africa. We shot as a matter of fact, I was recently just watching a video, Runaway. Oh my gosh, and I was like, oh my goodness, what happened? This song was a banger, and it was just like this, it was hip hop lyrically, but like just the music was just this like, dun 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 dun. Oh, it was just a good drive, the vibe, the video was dope. It's just literally, we're just running away basically the premise of the song is running away from our calling, our purpose, running away from where we're supposed to be. And at the end of the video, we finally catch up with our destiny. And we meet face to face with our destiny, which is us in another time almost. And we're just like, just in shock. And just the video is just shut down. It's a great video, shot very well by Cam. Cam Movement, follow Cam. I mean, he's just an amazing eye, an amazing vision. That was a great run to have people like Cam, Josh Free in the mix. Greg, which was a great guitarist, super genius in music knowledge. Jay was just that lay down the bass, and Jay's personality equals the bass. I mean, he's just super low, quiet kind of dude. When he was funny, he was hilarious, but he was just like this like super chill, laid back dude. And then just me on the phone, man. It was a great run. I mean, we had a great time. The experience that we learned, the stuff that we acquired from being with Untitled was just, you can't replace it. This is the kind of stuff that you can't replace. And the people that we met, i.e. Dre and Johnny Kilroy and everybody we were able to play alongside with, that, I think the relationship alone was what made the run with Untitled absolutely worth it. And man, sometimes I just sit back and like, man, I just wonder why it stopped. You know, but you know, it is what it is. But man, Untitled was just probably one of the highlights of my life so far. So shout out to Untitled and everybody included. Shout out to Dre, who like I said, Dre and Johnny Kilroy and all that. Man, just they absolutely supported. The support from those guys were just amazing, and I'd do it again.
Yeah, the crazy thing is when we started doing Untitled stuff, like I think. My first goal was I just want to get in the studio and record a song. Like, that was just the initial idea, like, let's do that. And it kind of evolved from there. We were first just doing stuff with beats, and then it grew into, doing stuff with a live band. I think some of the highlights, we played at the Metro, we played at the Double Door, we played at a lot of places, most places in Chicago. Outside, I guess, the House Blues. Played at. We dropped a couple CDs. We played out of state. We went down to Texas and played. We played in other places, a lot of places in the Midwest. I think there's a lot of different highlights. I mean, Untitled was like 8 or 9 years of my life, so. A lot of things happened. We had different variations of the group, different people, different members in the group. Trying to think of like specific times that were really cool. I think just the CDs, like the CD release party we did at Funky Buddha. We played Funky Buddha a lot.
That was fun.
And that was fun, yeah. And I think I remember we did a CD release there for our first album, and we had like dressed up in like tuxedos and suits and stuff. And I think that was really cool. And I think people kind of enjoy what we did with that.
The rave, when you guys opened up with the
Rave.
Roots.
Oh.
That was like a keynote show for me because one, I went up there to see you guys killed it. I think y'all had like 20-piece bands. What's like horns and everything.
Yeah. Oh no, you're absolutely right, man. I cannot believe that the rave slipped my mind that evening. I think with all the events leading up to that night, with all the shows that we played up to that night, I'm gonna be completely honest. I try to be as humble as possible, but I don't think anybody was doing what we were doing at the time as far as the live element with hip hop in our area. The rave, the way it's set up is they got their main stage and then they got like 2 other sub stages going on, and then to get the people going before the actual main show happens. And on that night, which was special, there was a tour going on with the Roots and Common. No, that was a different show, right? It was just the Roots.
No, somebody else came on right before.
Okay, yeah. No, because you know what? We actually opened up for Q-Tip and Common at the rave too.
Yeah.
How could I forget the rave? So anyway, sorry. So yeah, the Roots were the headlining band, and so we were on. They actually for the two stages that had music. One had like a heavy metal, or a rock, and then there was the hip hop section or hip hop stage or part of the building. And so we headlined our stage. We were actually the last act before people came into the main stage to see the Roots. And so, you know, leading up to the entire show, people were going up there rapping, doing their thing, right? And they're like, okay. We go up there, we're like, listen, guys, let's absolutely kill it. So we get up on stage and we just start doing our thing. And we must have had like a 30-minute set. Now this is the kicker. We had a 30-minute set. We were told that when we were done, there was going to be a space between us and the actual main show, which was the Roots. That wasn't the case. I don't know what happened, if they brought the Roots on a little early, or we were kicked back a few minutes throughout the evening, and it got later and later, so we were going to have a shorter amount of time. But we were about a third done with our set. And by the time we were at this point where we were about a third done, people were flocking in to hear the music. It's live music. So this is something, they were hearing hip hop with a live element. By the way, hip hop with a live element and a percussionist. Man, that's a recipe for disaster. I'm just kidding.
No, you feeling that. That's real.
No, but I'm not gonna look. I'm not trying to listen. When you hear percussion live, see, this is why I love percussion so much, because it's people only think salsa, merengue, bachata. You know, you only hear this stuff in Latin elements of music, right? Latin sides of music. But when you actually hear congas on a hip hop set, like you do with the Roots, you hear that percussion, that dude on the bongos, I mean, just killing it. That catches your ear. So we're just absolutely killing it. People are flocking in. All of a sudden, the Roots start their set. People are debating on whether they should come to our stage to finish the show or go to the Roots stage to start their show. People, listen, we're just some local band from Lake County. You don't get this debate with the Roots, the legendary Roots. I don't know if this has ever happened before, but you don't get this debate. You say, I'm done listening to this Untitled band, which is pretty good and okay, but I'm going to listen. I mean, I think I almost left the stage to watch the Roots because they started. But we were getting people arguing like, listen, they're like making life decisions on whether they should finish watching our set or start watching the Roots. And we noticed that. And what I think happened was, I think as a collective, we noticed that and we played hard.
Paying back these student loans, went from living on our own to a family, now they gone. And all these things I've known have made me so ignorant. I'm not making sense of it. I've been through the fire, been burned by the flames. I've walked on water, drowned just the same, felt the same.